this computer. All right, let's get started. So we're holding in a very interesting story in the Chumash. The Jewish people have been tremendously successful in getting the lands from the Amorites, and they were the strongest nation at the time, together with Og, the giant of Bashan, of that area called Bashan, and the Jews wiped them out. And the nation right under them, the Ammonites, are very scared of the Jewish people. Although the Jewish people were told by God not to attack Ammon, and they circumvented them, they went around them, but Ammon wants to kill the Jewish people. Now, they know that it's not that the Jewish people are so good at battle is why they're winning, because they just wiped out two of the strongest nations that everybody relied on. So they send messengers to the country of Midian, to the south, as I showed you in the map yesterday. Why did they go to Midian? To get advice on how to deal with the Jewish problem. And that is because Moses came from Midian. Moses lived there for many years in Midian. He married a woman from Midian. So they're contacting their people in Midian to try and find out what they could do with the Jewish people, because battle's not working. And they're told that there's a guy there there's a guy there whose name is Bilam. Bilam is a prophet that God gave, as we discussed in yesterday's class. God gave the Jewish people a non-Jewish, a Gentile prophet who was a major anti-Semite. And they're going to try and get the anti-Semite Gentile prophet to curse the Jewish people and take care of the thing in that way. What happened in yesterday's Chumash was that they came to Bilam, and Bilam said, let me sleep for the night and I'll tell you what God tells me. And he had his prophecy in his dream at night. And God told him, I don't want you to go because the Jewish people are blessed. Don't curse them. Don't go with them. And don't even bless them. I don't need your blessing. Stay away from them. Stay away from the Jewish people. And here we're holding in that part of the story where Bilam wakes up in the morning and he has to tell the people what happened. So verse 13. Vayakam Bilam Babayker. And Bilam wakes up in the morning. Vayomer El Sarei Balak, and he wakes up. The prophet Bilam wakes up in the morning, and he tells the nobles that were sent to him from King Balak to the noblemen of Balak. He says to them, "L'chul al artzachem." He says, "Go back to your land." Ki ma'ain Hashem refused the city lahaloy chimachem, to let me go with you. In my prophecy, my prophetic dream last night, God has told me that I cannot go together with you. I'm not going to go with you and do as you want. Now, Rashi says that, and based on one of the commentaries I read, is that he didn't relay the whole message. He didn't say the reason I can't go with you is because God doesn't want the Jewish people to be cursed. All he said was part of the message. He says, God doesn't let me go with you guys. Now, he was intimating, he was letting them think that the reason is for a different reason that God can't let me go. Not because he doesn't want the Jews to be cursed. Why? So what will they think? Why can't I go with you? He says, I can't go with you guys. Meaning that, first of all, I don't want you meaning that you guys are not honorable enough. You guys are sent by Bilam, by King Balak, to get me to come to travel to you. Should have sent more honorable, more prestigious people. And then that's why I'm not going. So first of all, we see from here he was a real haughty guy. To someone to answer in that kind of way, we knew where his heart lay. He wanted honor. That's what he wanted. That's what the guy wanted. Also, we see that he didn't want to tell them the truth, that God's not letting me go, that I'm not, in other words, I'm the great Bilam. What do you mean? I need God to tell me what I could do or what I can't do. So therefore, he doesn't give them the whole message. He just tells them, I'm not coming, go back. Hashem's not letting me go with you guys. But if you send more prestigious guys, then maybe there's a chance I could go. Let's go on, verse 14. So Vayikum Usari Moav, so the nobles of Moab got up, Vayavayu el Balak, and they came back to their guy who sent them, King Balak. Vayimru, and he says to them, Ma'in Balam Halechimanu, Balam refused to go with us. I know you called him and you wanted to curse the Jews, but he refused to go with us. Vayosef Oid Balak. So Balak again repeated it. Shalach Sarim Rabim, he sent many nobles, even more high-ranking, more prestigious people, Me'ela, and he sends these really high-ranking people, and he sends them down to the south, to the country of Midian. And verse 16, Tazayin, Vayavayu el Bilam, and they came to Bilam, and they said to him, Kayamar Balak. So says the king Balak, the son of Ben Sipar, the son of Tipar, don't hesitate, stop refusing me, don't hesitate, don't stop, don't refuse me from coming down, because I'm going to make it worth your while. I will greatly, greatly honor you. Leave it up to me, right? He's telling the guy, I'm going to give you such honor. And anything you tell me to do, I'm going to do. Whatever you got before, because Bilam was hired by other people. They hired this guy to curse other people. They cursed them, hired them originally to curse Cheshbon, the land that they won originally. You think they honored you and they gave you money? You better believe what is in store for you if you come to curse the Jews. And please come, coverly curse this nation. They won't please come and curse the Jewish people. So a second group of messengers travel from Moab south to Midian, and they relay the message to the famous prophet, anti-Semitic prophet Bilam. Yan Bilam vayomer. So Bilam answered, and he says, "Elavdei Balak, to the servants of Balak, to the new people who came," and he tells them, "Im yitain li Balak maloi veisei kesav v'zav." If Balak were to give me a house full of gold and silver, full stock, loaded with gold and silver, that much money, house full of gold and silver, because they're coming again, they're asking him to come, like, Uchal lavers pi Hashem, I have to admit, I cannot go against what Hashem wants me to say. I know you're promising me honor, you're promising me money, you're coming with the greatest nobles, but even if Hashem were to give me even if Balak will give me a house full of gold and silver, I'm sorry, I have to admit, I cannot go against Hashem's word. To do something small or something big, there's no way in the world that I can transgress what Hashem wants. Now, yes, Rashi teaches us here a little bit about the personality, again, that we're seeing from by the way, when a person speaks, even when they say no or yes, or how they talk, you can figure out what the personality of the person is. So, from Bilam's response that he said, if you give me a house full of money and silver, gold and silver, we see that he liked money, because even though he's saying I'm not getting it, but he basically was saying, listen, you should pay me all the money in your coffers. You should give me a house full of gold and silver. Why? Because if you were to bring a regular army to fight your wars, you don't know if you're going to win or not. But if I curse the Jewish people, guaranteed that it will work. So first of all, you better open up your coffers, Mr. King, and give us whatever money you have. And also, we see that he was a tremendously money-hungry person. Who talks like that? Who says that? We see that we see that he really wanted other people's money. So he said to Balak, really, I want all your money. I want to get all the riches of you as a king. I want all the king's money. But the fact is, I can't do it. I am up to Hashem. And the Jewish people were blessed by their forefathers, as Rashi says, from God's presence before, and I can't get rid of it. There's nothing I could do. And it'll come the day that I will add, not just will I take away. We're going to see Rashi says, I'm going to even add blessings to them. He's already kind of prophesizing that he will speak, blessings will come out, as we're going to see later on in the parsha. Verse 19. Now, what I'm not going to tell you right away. Shuvu nabizet. Stay here, hang out a little longer. Gamatem, you guys, halayla, you also stay here the night. And again, Hashem will talk to me, and I'll find out. What will Hashem add? What will Hashem add in addition to what Hashem already told me? No, we're going to find out. And Rashi says eventually these guys will also leave this hearted, as he's not going to end up cursing them. He's going to end up, it's not going to work. But he says to them that I'm going to find out what Hashem will add. And basically Rashi says, already intimating here, he doesn't realize what he's saying, that I'm going to give them blessings. In the end, it's going to mess up, and I'm going to bless them instead of cursing them. Verse 20. God came to Bilam that night. He says to them, look, if they came to call you, so you want to make a business out of it. In other words, you want to make some money here, and you think you're going to succeed, you know what? Go with them. Fine, I'm allowing you to go. However, I'm letting you know right now. What you will speak to you, what I say to you, that's what you're going to do. Don't think I'm letting you go, but I'm letting you go maybe, as Rashi says, for financial reasons. But I want you to know right here, right now, have no dream, don't think for a second that you're going to end up being able to succeed, that you're going to curse them. And Bilam thought, I'm going to go. Why would he want to go if he knew he's going to end up backfiring? He's going to end up blessing them instead of cursing them. And the answer is, he thought maybe there is some chance that I could convince God to curse the Jewish people. He thought he might succeed in persuading God. And he goes on his trip, and God says, fine, you want to go, go. And that is the end of our story with Bilam. And we'll continue the continuation of the story with Hashem's help tomorrow. Any questions or comments on